It takes two to tango, but four to play game nights. Tonight's tale, The Warden, Chapter 20. Guys, do you remember what we did last time on this show? Anyone want to take a shot on the previously on?
We stole a ship.
Okay, good. That's one.
We started out in prison?
Yup.
Oh, yeah.
Did we start the episode in prison, or were we arrested in the beginning of the episode?
Technically, the way I edited them, the last episode people would have heard was we started... Yeah, we were released from prison, trying to figure out how to break the captain out of prison.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
No, that's not true. I lied. We've already gotten her out of prison. That was how we ended the previous episode.
Yes, that's how we... Okay.
So already out. Last time...
And we commandeered a ship.
Well, the first thing we did was we had to find an extra person to go on the ship with us because it needed a crew of at least 5.
Right.
And so I went off to a fancy bar, got a drink with a man whose name was Griswold.
You went to a fancy bar?
I did. Remember, I ordered a drink on the rocks, but I just got a beer full of literal rocks. It's all... This really happened. I'm not making this up.
Okay, all right. I wouldn't expect you would find a good sailor at a fancy bar. They're not one for...
No, and this person definitely isn't a sailor. They were down on their luck because, if I remember correctly, the love of their life had just gotten married to their best friend. And so down on his luck, Grizz, human being, I grabbed him, convinced him to come out with us. Meanwhile, you guys were concocting some kind of scheme to steal a boat from the guards. Or no, to steal her boat from the guards.
Yes, okay, yeah.
I don't remember how we did it.
But we did it.
I think, did I light it on fire with my breath weapon or something?
I sure hope not, because then we won't have a boat.
No, I think it was the guard's other boat I lit on fire. I don't know for sure, though.
Okay, that's starting to sound familiar.
And then we distracted them with that, and while they weren't looking, we stole the captain's boat. So it's the captain, the 3 of us, and Grizz on the captain's boat, heading out towards the sea.
The other thing I remember is that I'm Chumsley and Bob. That's definitely...
Yep.
Stuck in my memory. What are your pirate aliases, or am I the only one still doing the pirate alias thing?
No, we can keep going. I mean, who was Peg-Leg Tom?
I think that was me.
Okay, and then who was I? Chumsley, Bob?
Swashbuckling Pete?
Sure. We'll go with that.
No, I don't want to be inconsistent here.
I think if you recall the time from the jail, I think Captain Petro was a little put off by your peg leg Tom, yeah, as she has an actual peg leg.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah,
yeah, not very PC of us.
On that one.
No.
So you're differently abled, Tom, now. All right, and I suppose then that is how we resume our story.
All right.
Yeah.
Dungeon Master, take it away.
So, I mean, I guess we resume... we come back to this...
Wait, one important thing. Why are we stealing this boat, and where are we going again?
We need to go
Colby
get the
is
treasure.
missing.
Colby's missing. He is conspicuously absent. You're
for
right.
a long time, like a year at this point.
You mean Mal is missing?
Mal, I forgot his name.
My name.
Mal is missing, and on the map we had been given, there was some kind of indicator out in the reef of a skull and crossbones, if I remember correctly. Some kind of danger warning
That's usually
symbol.
a place you want to check out.
Eddie the Merman told us he wouldn't go out there. We probably shouldn't, and for some reason, I don't remember exactly why we think there are answers to our questions, potentially treasure out in the reef.
There are 3 destinations that we have to scout out, all marked by an X on the map, right?
Okay.
So this just happens to be the first of 3 locations. What we have to gather in each location, that I don't remember.
I don't think we do have to gather anything, do we?
Well, we don't know. Maybe there is something to gather.
Oh, maybe we'll find out when we get there.
Well, we got this map. And then there was the lady with the eyes, the red the glowing eyes that...
Yeah, and the thing was, and maybe this was I'm going to put it up on screen for the video version. Oh, I don't have that set up. Never mind. The Skull and Crossbones out in the reef is the biggest of the 3, and I don't know if that's a bad thing or not.
The biggest what?
Skull and Crossbones.
Oh.
It's the most red and the most dangerous looking. So let that be a warning.
See, here's the thing. If you were going to make a map
Sure.
that indicated where treasure was,
Yeah.
and you put 3, it was very clear that you were putting 3, there are 3 possibilities.
Yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't put the treasure at the one that looks the scariest.
Or would you?
Well, because that's the obvious thing. It's like, oh, the big red X marks the spot. That must be where the good stuff is. That's what everyone would think. The best place to hide is in plain sight. If I learned anything, my time is chum slinging Bob. Put a little chum on you, you'll blend in anywhere.
You just got to think about where is the last place you remember putting it? Probably between the couch cushions.
Right. What is
Maybe
the couch
Mal is there,
cushions of
too.
the sea?
These dangerous reefs. I think we're on our way there, so I don't think we're turning back.
Well, I register. As a person who's hid many things, I register that tidbit of wisdom with you all, just so it's out there. It's called covering your ass.
Very good.
CYA. All right. So all right. So do we know how to sail this thing, or?
Well, I mean, Petra knows how to sail the thing.
That's right, Petra. We have Petra with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you mostly just have to do what she tells you to do, I think.
All right. It's good.
I think it's safe to say, like, you stole the boat in the middle of the night or the wee hours of the morning. So like the sun is probably rising now as you sort of sail north along the coast of whatever land this is. So I guess like it's safe to say you've escaped whatever reclamation forces the city guard of Lamaria tried to send after you.
I can't have that many boats, right?
No, I think I'm not worried about it. So you have a new friend. For the time being, the weather seems pretty amenable. So, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna like drown in a storm or anything. And so I guess Petra calls you to the. I should have looked up my nautical terms. What's the back of the boat?
The rear.
Is that the aft?
The stern. I think it's the stern.
No, I thought the stern was the front.
No, it's the bow, isn't it?
That's definitely the bow. I don't know if it's the aft or the stern, but it's one of those two. The aft stern.
Oh, we're gonna get so many tweets about this from the fans.
Don't
add us.
No. So Petra calls you to the back of the boat.
Right.
And she says,
"What about starboard? Is starboard one of the sides?
That's the right side.
What's the other side called?
Port.
That doesn't make any sense
Is this
at all.
a quiz? Am I being graded on this?
The only reason I know this is because when summer camp, we had a game where the counselor would yell port, and everybody had to run to the left side of the gym, starboard, and they would have to run to the right side of the gym.
That sounds like a really fun game.
It was actually a lot of fun. When I was like in second grade, it was the best.
Were there any other words thrown in, or was it just those two?
There was port, starboard, bow, and stern.
Oh wow!
Bow was the front, stern was the back, and then. Nice. When they would yell tidal wave, everybody had to go down on the ground. You were the last one.
That's starting to sound familiar now.
What?
That's starting to sound familiar now.
Yeah, it was a fun game because if you got hit by the tidal wave, you were out. If you were the last one to sit down, it was tragic. You got swept overboard.
I don't know.
All right, so it sounds like we know our nautical terms.
All right, so nautical directions have been established. Petra calls you all over and says, "All right, what's the plan?"
All right. Matey, we want you to be taking us to the X that marks the spot.
So you want to go to the reef? she said.
Yar.
Okay.
I yar my assent.
Okay. We can go to the reef. There's one problem.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a somewhat infamous dragon turtle that lives in the passage, the only like really safe passage to the reef.
Dragon turtle, ye say?
That doesn't sound very safe. If that's your safe passage,
it is not safe. So like we'll need to get past the dragon turtle somehow.
Okay. What do we know about dragon turtles?
Well, that's a good question. What do you know about dragon turtles?
Well, me favorite enemy be dragons.
hey,
I be a natural explorer of the coast, so
I'm right here.
You'd think I'd know a thing or two about dragon turtles, but I guess we'll find out.
Dragons are disgusting creatures. They are.
I say, Petra, I gotta apologize for my terrible, my cohort's terrible accents. I would never do such a thing and talk in this overly enunciated accent.
Oh boy!
I rolled a 10.
A 10
for nature.
I
assume it was nature.
So, let's see. You know that dragon turtles live in the ocean.
Okay. Do they come out of the ocean?
They don't come out of the ocean. They swim.
That's good.
Swim almost exclusively. They live in reefs.
Okay. Much like regular turtles.
Yep. And much like regular dragons, they seek treasure, right? So they like to they gather treasure from sunken ships and stuff, and they bring it back to their lair. And I think like other dragons, they can be bribed, right? Sometimes like pirates will like bribe them to help them out, right? Like join forces and like sink a ship or two.
In exchange for treasure, probably.
Treasure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have any treasure? I guess, why would we? That's why we're going treasure hunting. You wouldn't need to go treasure hunting if you already had treasure. Do we have treasure? I don't have any treasure. I have a gold earring set. 1 gold earring set. My heirloom. Heirloom.
I've got a carved bone figure.
And I have that guy's scroll of pedigree.
Well, that's pretty valuable.
Did the rest of you have any treasure?
I'm trying to look at my.
I've got a wooden goblet.
Wood things typically do not good treasure make.
Yeah, but, I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, Dan. I mean, value is subjective.
That's true.
I don't know what the dragon turtle finds valuable.
If he's going to keep it, he or she is going to keep it underwater, wood might be tough.
How about 10 pounds of spices?
Well, you might have yourself a little foodie.
It doesn't say which spices. Maybe it's avocado. It's mashed avocado.
I hate to break it to you, Sean, that's not a spice.
I know, but it's trendy right now, Dan. Hey, hang with me here.
Oh. You want, like, chamomile or something.
Is chamomile a spice?
I think it technically is. Or is it an herb?
A herb?
What defines a spice? Okay, we're getting off track.
Yeah, we gotta. Why are we talking about? I don't think we have enough valuable stuff to offer the dragon turtle. I mean, it's got to be presiding over something pretty darn valuable.
Okay, so it sounds like bribing it is out of the question.
Unless.
Ooh, it sounds like Matt has an idea. This goes well. Go ahead, Matt.
So, dragons. Okay. Most dragons that I know of. I'm only looking for one thing, and one thing only.
The blessings of the old one?
Well, that's what everyone's looking for, but I think Sean's on the right track here.
I got
you. Now, one of us happens to be a dragon or of dragon blood. You see where I'm going with this?
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But I do want you to keep going, though.
So I think we should offer. Do you have a pirate name, Sean?
I am Krusty Darren.
Okay, whatever.
I don't know.
I think we should offer the Dragonborn to the Dragon Turtle as sort of a
concubine.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Of sorts. And we'll see how that goes.
Well, if I can ask a question here, is our goal to find Colby or to get the treasure?
Why not both?
Because
I thought Colby was the treasure.
Well, that's true.
The treasure is the friendships we made along the way.
That's right. Yes.
That's the real treasure.
Like Captain Petra.
The reason I ask is because maybe if we ask Dragon Turtle nicely, like, hey, we're not coming for your treasure, you can chill, we're cool, you're cool, we're just looking for our friend.
Oh, and, okay, so what I'm thinking is maybe we don't really give them the altruistic route. We say, we think someone might be trying to steal your treasure because our friend went missing and we track him down here. He's a notorious scoundrel. Which is true.
Yes.
And yeah, that might work unless the turtle knows that Colby isn't on this thing, in which case we're pretty screwed. Or Mal, rather.
And by the way, we don't even know if Mal is technically here.
Well, no, I know, but the turtle might know whether Mal's there or not. But if the turtle can't rule it out, so maybe we can play it safe. If the turtle can't rule it out, we can say, hey, we think we might be here. Either one of two things happens. The turtle lets us look, or the turtle looks themselves. Either way, we know if Colby's there, but we might miss out on the treasure. Or the turtle's like, Colby's not here, get out of here. Or the turtle attacks us anyways. I think those are all the scenarios I can think of.
So Petra has just been listening to you, the three of you.
Get used to it, Petra. This is how we make decisions.
Banter. Read consensus, and she says, well, the surest way is to have some like legit treasure. Dragon turtles never say no to treasure.
Right.
It's possible the turtle, it's possible it will let you go, but I wouldn't count on its altruism to let you through.
Right.
Crushing our tiny boat to our relatively tiny boat to splinters would be no real effort at all on the turtle's part. So
right.
Do you do any of you speak Aquan? Because dragon turtles speak a little Draconic, but they spend most of their time underwater.
Aquan?
No.
I'd like to learn. No, I think just Draconic, right? Because that's what Sean would speak.
Yeah. What about?
I speak it also.
If she continues, if you want to try and win it to your cause or something, or do any sort of complicated deal, we probably need somebody who can speak Aquan.
And I don't think we know anybody.
You don't know anybody that's underwater?
No, nobody at all.
And the old
what
one
about
help us
that
out
guy
here,
that
Matt?
we saved?
Wait, what, Matt?
What was that guy that we saved?
We've saved a lot of people. You got to be more
Remember?
specific.
We're all about saving people here.
The
We've
King of the
definitely
Mermaids
not.
or something.
Is this the guy you stole the shoes from? And beat him
shit.
with?
Might have, yeah.
Is that who you're thinking of? I don't think he's going to help us.
Or the guy that I tripped. Didn't I trip somebody
Yeah,
last episode?
you've hurt a lot of people.
or the AI that I convinced to join us, and then he immediately died. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, rest in peace, shop owner, whose name we don't even remember. No, Matt, you're thinking of Eddie the Merman.
Yes.
Eddie Merman.
Eddie Merman.
Yeah.
Of course. Eddie Merman.
Eddie Merman the Merman.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that guy. He was pretty cool. He was a cool dude.
He was legit.
He was legit.
Does that person know us besides Mr. Tough Guy over here, Matt? Whose character's name I've forgotten?
I think we were all there when we saved him. Right?
Okay.
The three of us were, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. No, Mal. If I recall, you sort of recruited him to be a Starfeld Industries deputy of sorts.
We gave him
regional representative.
We gave him a ceremonial dagger and a ceremonial title.
So is he with the Quill right now?
No,
he's
that's
in the
just
ocean.
Gorg. No, he's just with Gorg.
It's in the ocean.
Yeah, that's where he lives.
Oh. Okay.
With his mer people.
What is he doing for us right now?
He's not.
What exactly does he do?
We just told him to be on standby in case we needed him.
Oh, well, this sounds like we need him.
Yeah.
What a coincidence!
Let's call him up.
Someone's really looking out for us here.
This worked out. Yeah. Now, how do we call him? I don't remember. How we said we were gonna call him.
What's the Aquaman thing? Is there like a horn or something?
No, he's just got like mental power. Does anyone have like a conch shell we can blow into or something?
That's right.
Is there like a remembering dice roll?
I'm sure that there's some kind of.
Would that be intelligence or wisdom, Colby?
Is insight, maybe wisdom?
Okay. 13.
13. You definitely remember Eddie, and you remember, like, as you were parting ways, like, talking to him specifically about some kind of, like, signal, like, how to contact him. You were definitely on land at the time.
My memory was that we were going to, like, shoot a flare into the sky for him to look at. The problem is none of us have flares. But, Matt, can you shoot, like a magic something?
Magic blast, yeah, my Eldritch Blast.
Something.
Oh wait, no, don't I have?
I
I have some kind of light spell, don't I?
You'd have to tell me. I don't know. You're the wizard.
Yeah, I've got like illuminating lights or something like that.
Yeah, do that into the sky. See if we can get his attention. You know, like the bat signal.
Do I have to roll anything?
The Eddie. Again, Matt, you're the wizard, so.
I'm not hitting a target though. I'm just shooting it in the air. So I can cast it if I'm not aiming at anything, right? Unless it's.
I would say I don't want to give Colby.
I'm gonna throw you guys a bone here. I'm pretty sure the deal you made with him was that you would like light a fire on like the point near where you rescued him, or something like a signal fire, and he would meet you.
It has to be at that point. It can't just be any fire anywhere.
I mean, he's one mer person in an entire ocean.
He does have some kind of powers or tracking abilities.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, no, then.
What if is he like a shark? Can we cut Matt and have him bleed into the ocean and he'll smell the blood? Is that how that works?
I mean, you could try all of these things.
And we don't necessarily know how, like, salmon know where to go back to their mating spot, right?
Isn't it like they can sense magnetic fields? Can we just go to magnetic north and Eddie will be there?
We're not in any hurry, right?
No.
I'm sure Mal's fine. So let's just go to the point and light the torch and.
Well, let's get close enough, Dan. Maybe you can like light an arrow on fire and shoot it.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
And we can do that from the sea, so we don't have to dock.
I like that plan.
Do follow up. Does one of you have a spell called locate object?
Yeah. Material. A forked twig. Those gotta be everywhere in the ocean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of that object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. Now, is Mr. Merperson a object?
No, but you did give him a ceremonial dagger.
Oh shit, Colby, you're right.
That's why we did that. We knew this was going to happen.
But I also have a feeling he's not within 1,000 feet of us.
Well, you don't know until you try.
I guess that's true.
Now, he did tell you that he lived, like, offshore of where you found him. So,
right.
Like,
right,
maybe
I'll
you could guesstimate.
It, right? Like, if we have to go back to that place, I'll get it back by the time we're there anyways. We'll take a little rest.
Well, you could go back to that place and then cast it.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that plan.
So you kind of described to Petra where it was that you met Eddie, which was just sort of just south of the river that runs down out of the eastern peaks into the sea. And she's like, "Oh, well, that's kind of on the way. Very convenient." So you guys sail a little farther north along the coast, and I don't know. Should somebody roll a perception check to decide?
16.
16. That's good enough. So Del kind of puts his foot up on the rail of the boat, like peers out at the shore. He doesn't. Do you have a spyglass?
Do I have a spyglass?
Or any sort of visual aid?
I am an elf, so I've got good eyesight, I assume, and I can see in the dark.
Well, you just do the classic.
I have a ring of X-ray vision.
Yeah, that's okay. That won't help in this case. You just do the classic, like.
The classic sorority pose. Yeah.
Yes. You squint. You say, right there was where we found him. And Petra says, okay, we'll drop the anchor. So y'all drop the anchor. And now you're...
Now I cast locate object.
Indeed.
Let me get that dagger. I find a little forked twig.
Yep. Yes,
Is it
sir.
like sonar?
Let's see.
Locate object. I can sense if the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
So I think you sense off to a little bit, I'd say like 700 feet to the east, like further out to sea than you are. You feel a little like tug on your your whatever your spidey sense is here.
Right.
And it's moving away from you.
Oh shit! So we're on shore. Oh wait,
no, you're not on shore. You're anchored offshore.
Wait, are we supposed to be lighting a lighthouse, or are we not near that?
I don't know.
Are we near it?
It wasn't like a lighthouse. He just said you just agreed to make a signal fire of some sort.
Oh, okay. What if so do we have, is there like a little oil lamp on this boat?
Yeah.
Alright, can I light an arrow on fire and like arc it over the, in that direction?
I like it.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I light the arrow on fire. I roll a 23, and I shoot it in the general direction of the heading that I sense that this dagger is moving at.
So with a roll like a 23, you deftly aim your arrow a little bit ahead of whatever this moving object is, it like arcs off pretty far into the distance, and like you don't hear it. You're on the ocean. It's pretty wavy and noisy. But you see it like disappear into the waves, and then Del, you feel the dagger you're tracking stop.
Excellent. Does it start moving towards me?
No, it just stops.
All right, I shoot another one.
Where do you shoot it?
Right where they are. Right where the dagger is.
What if you hit it?
Well, it's underwater.
We'll find out.
That's true.
Presumably.
Okay, you can roll again, I guess.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, your bowstring breaks.
This is not good, y'all.
Your bowstring breaks, and the you can feel the dagger. It seems like it's hesitating, like it's starting to move a little, but it's sort of like waiting for something to happen, almost like it doesn't know where that arrow came from.
Okay, I walk up to I walk up to
There.
the side of the ship and I just kind of start shouting, "Eddie! Eddie! Eddie the Mighty Merman! It's us! Your sort of bosses! Eddie!"
Can you do a Constitution check?
Yeah, I can. Let's see if I've got any Constitution left in me. I rolled a 17.
Oh, not bad.
Chock full
So
of Constitution.
miraculously, Art is, I don't know, his full-throated yell
Hey!
manages to echo across the waves, and the dagger starts moving towards you. It's moving.
Nice.
You probably got a couple minutes before it gets here. I don't know what you want to do in the
Take your
meantime.
time, Eddie! It's not like we're in a rush or anything! It was great. What do you guys want to do while we're waiting?
Well, I have a Dungeoneer's pack. I wonder if that comes with any kind of dice games or anything.
Oh, you check that. While you're doing that, Matt, I was thinking that what I should have done for this episode is had an edamame counter on screen.
Yeah.
And just to have a tally going while Matt was chowing those down.
Hey, you know what? I was over here while you were doing that. I was playing the game Chubby Bunny, but with edamame beans. I'll
Now,
count
what?
for you. I was able to fit I think I counted 17.
In your mouth?
Yeah, they're little. They're little edamame.
That's it? Only 17?
That was all I could find, and then I ran out of. I think I ran out of edamame. I think I'm all out. These are all tapped.
Are you doing the individual beans or the whole shell and all?
I was just doing individual beans because I'm not crazy. But-
Sure.
Now, do you think
Obviously.
Do you think edamame exists in the D&D universe?
Oh, I think it definitely does. I don't. see why not.
Safe to say.
They're nutritious.
That's
they're
canon now.
Grown anywhere.
Yes.
They're
We
super
established that, and no one else can take it back.
That's right. That's ours. That's ours.
Oh,
Snap.
boy.
Gives you +4 HP. No, I'm pretty sure they would give you some kind of magic boost too.
Magic beans.
Yeah.
Antioxidants and stuff in them.
They are kind of a magic fruit in our own world, if you think about it.
Yeah, very true.
Cal, could you roll a perception check?
I'm not Cal. Oh, okay.
18.
18. Oh man, I'm disappointed.
We're on fire.
Cal, you're like leaning against the railing of the ship, and behind you you hear like the sounds of swimming, and you turn around to see Eddie pop up out of the waves and say, "Hi guys."
Eddie!
I blow
Boy,
my
are we
air
glad
horn
to
I
see
have.
you.
What would have happened? What would have happened if I had a low perception check?
I think you just. I was thinking he would have popped up beside you, and you would have gotten really scared and fallen in the water.
Shame we missed that. That would have been a hoop.
But
As long as he didn't murder me with the ceremonial dagger. That's okay.
No, of course not.
Murder with
He's
your
a
own
kind,
ceremonial
gentle soul.
dagger.
Eddie says, "Hi guys, how this wasn't how I was expecting you to contact me, but I don't know. I'm kind of surprised you were able to find me. I do check for the beacon every night, just like we agreed.
What a good guy. Hey, what do you think of our cool new ship?
It's pretty cool.
This is the company ship. We're gonna get the name spray painted right on the side, big decal.
He's like,
what's the name of the ship?
It's called the Falco Lamara.
Care what it was called, Colby. I'm asking, what's the name of our ship?
Petra says, "Excuse me."
Wait, I thought we hijacked this ship. Oh no, we stole it from
the impound.
Re-liberated it. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
You turn around and Petra has leveled her rapier at you.
No. It's pretty simple. It's now called the Falco Lamaria, a subsidiary of Starfeld Industries.
Sponsored by.
Yes,
Starfleet.
brought to you by.
Brought to you by. Petra kind of rolls her eyes and says, "Sure." She sheaths her rapier.
Smart lady.
The story wrong there for a second. Okay. Anyways, yeah, it's a cool ship. Nice ship. Really nice ship.
Yeah, we're sailors now, Eddie. Isn't that exciting? We're like you. We're men of the sea.
He says, "Wow, well, that's cool. Is that all you wanted? Just wanted to show me your boat?"
Hey, before we
I mean,
get
that
into
was
business,
honestly that was the first reason we came, but we figured while we're here, there is something you can do for us.
He said, "Oh, okay. What's that?"
We just need a translator. We need someone who speaks aquatic,
Aquafina.
Aquatique.
He says, "You mean Aquin?"
Aquin, yes, thank you. See, we would be helpless without you.
He says, "Oh, well, I speak Aquin. Mer people speak Aquin. That's like
Can
the
you
thing
give
we speak."
Can you give us a little taste of it right now?
No.
Wow! I hope that wasn't too insulting.
It really only works underwater. Like Eddie like ducked his head under the water to say that. So it was really just like a bunch of bubbles.
That defeated the purpose.
Yeah. He said, but he pops back up and he says, like, "Yeah, I can translate Aquin for you. Who do you need to talk to underwater?"
Do you remember back when we first met you, Eddie, and we brought up the reef, which you said was not a big deal and totally chill?
The reef where no one ever goes because there's a dragon turtle that lives there and eats everyone.
Yes, that one. The good news is we don't want to get eaten by the dragon turtle. We just want to talk to it. And we're not very fluent.
They haven't put aquatic on Duolingo yet, so.
Yeah. I took a couple years in high school, but I don't remember any of it.
There's no Rosetta Stone for aquatic.
You only understand it. You can't speak it.
Yes, exactly. I can read it on a sign, but that's about it.
Eddie's sort of like his eyes are like quite wide, and he kind of stammers like, well, I don't know if my parents would like me going out to the reef.
Well, the good news is you don't have to go you just have to get close enough to talk to the dragon. You don't have to really like go all the way to the reef. That's what we're here for.
Well, I mean, he says like the dragon turtle lives like in the reef.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Like,
but you go to the reef, but you're not going in the reef. You know what I'm saying? There's a distinction if your parents ask.
And right, and besides, if you know what the motto of Starfeld Industries is, Eddie, check the scene for safety. So we're going to be safe the entire way through.
That's right. We've got these high visibility vests, a hard hat.
So the dragon turtle definitely sees us.
Yes, exactly. No accidents.
We've got life preservers, although I guess that doesn't matter as much for you. We'll make sure that you don't go above water. How's that? We'll get you a little weight.
And he laughs a little bit at that. He chuckles, and he kind of frowns. He like stops for a minute and is clearly considering. And he looks back up and he kind of frowns, and he says,